in July of 2011, Doug Fernandez approached our Grand Knight, and I was Deputy Grand Knight at the time of the Knights of Columbus of Livermore, about this project. And I'd refer you back to Doug's involvement with the idea, which came out of First Baptist Church in Santa Clara. He had saw it and he thought it'd be great. For a number of years he had been pushing it. And between the Grand Knight and myself as deputy at the time, we saw this project as fitting in very well to multiple things the Knights of Columbus do. Christ in Christmas, community, fellowship, and strategically we were trying to find a event that potentially could bring charitable dollars in that weren't tapping the same sources in the community of Livermore. We looked at a budget back in July of 2011, and the budget we looked at said that it would take approximately $30,000, a little more than that, to put this on. And we looked at that and then looked at how would we do fundraisers, and put together a committee that started to meet for a marketing fundraising committee, start to raise that money back in January. It became apparent that we had to form a charitable nonprofit corporation, a 501c3, which was separate from the Knights of Columbus. So we went off to form this corporation so that people who donated money could tax deduct it, and that's when Living Bethlehem started to stand on its own.
Yes.
How long have we been out here? We've been out here for pretty close to over a month now. But we started planning this since January of
this year?
2012, yeah. We passed out flyers at Deacon Dave's last Christmas. So this is how, we meet every Friday, the core group, and kind of like earmark what we're going to do. Then we head on out and divide and conquer and do it. And then obviously you can see the miracles that are happening. Every day we get another miracle. Someone's able to give us a lead on where we can find that piece of equipment, where we can do this, where we can do that. So it's pretty awesome.
Other things that we will do is we will have counselors around, because Christmas time is a time of high anxiety. People are depressed during that time. People are lonely. People have addictions that they suddenly realize aren't useful to them, and you need to have some professionals available to talk to these people, because that will come out with Bethlehem as well. So all of that is going to take a major set of volunteers that in some sense people may not have realized.
Thank you. Yeah, Nancy Bean fixed it. She's got a beautiful voice. Great in that. I'm going to find a ladder.
Anything miraculous happen on this thing?
Today? Today, yeah, a lot of things. I mean, it was really interesting. Today was an amazing day. I had George had a brainy idea, and I kind of worked along with him on it, and that was security. You know, we all got too much in stake here, right? Working, when you think about it, it's you know, you could be home having a nice time with your family, but you're giving it up working here, and so am I, and Frank, and everybody else is. Yeah. And for somebody to go and vandalize this is devastating. I can't think of any other words. Sure. So we thought about how can we protect this, and you know, George and I were talking. I said, you know, it'd be nice if we had a trailer on the site, And one thing led to another. It was like building blocks, right? Okay. So all of a sudden I had a meeting with this guy named Vaughn, and he says, all rents, they owe me favors. And he has a couple of trailers he can let me borrow. And I said, really? I said, yeah. And I said, great, let's borrow the trailer. And he says, well, what good is a trailer there? And I said, nothing. But what if we put a homeless person in there that's looking for a place to stay for a month for free? We'll give them water, electricity, and a trailer. Debbie just came to me today and says, we got 3 families that are willing to move into it now.
That's awesome.
Wow. That was 2 miracles in one.
Yeah.
First miracle, we ran out of black paint. Bill Potts comes up to me and says, how much paint you need? I said, man, we're all out of black paint. We're out of black paint. We're screwed, glued, and tattooed. He said to me, no worry, I'll go get you black paint. He went and got 10 gallons of black paint. He was only supposed to come back with 5. But then said, you know what? We found another 5 gallons that was an oops paint. We'll take it. And he got it for free. So, you know, talking about miracles, my gosh, you know.
What are you painting here?
This is going to be one of the, for the marketplace. And when the marketplace is there, these are the, what do you call it, like the tents that go over the top. So there's going to be, I think, at least 13 of them.
13?
Yeah, they take a long time. So, but
Are these the only 2 that we've done so far?
These are the only 2 we've done so far, but they are cool. Yeah, they're going to be fun. They're going to have all the way through, and there's going to be about a foot that hangs over, just like on a regular marketplace if you're going to a flea market or something like that. So we pay them all different kinds of colors.
Getting volunteers, it takes a lot of volunteers. It takes somewhere between 100 to 150 actors and actresses. You want backups on the parts. So the recruiting of that was for a long time. And of course people say that they want to do this and you get lots of volunteers, then you go back. And generally you find that only about 30% even start to show up. Well, and from that you get an attrition even to the point of when we will put on the performance of Living Bethlehem. We earlier kind of talked about the performance will open 18 months after we said, let's go with this. We intend to keep this going for years. I am looking at strategically some enhancements that the team would like to put on. What are those types of enhancements that in future years, because this year we wanted to stay tight and focused. In the future we would like to open St. Michael's Church to all the different choirs from the various churches so that people can go sit in a church, December being a little bit chill, in a warm church and listen to Christmas music and then go tour Living Bethlehem, come back if they want or leave. We also have available to us another piece of property across from Living Bethlehem that we're not using this year that in the future we would like to use for booths that fit in with the concept of Living Bethlehem. Potentially having a vendor that sells Christmas cards, not holiday cards. Potentially bringing in people from the Holy Land who produce religious things from olive trees, so that we're supporting the Christians in the Holy Land. There's a group of Assyrian Christians like that. Because Bethlehem does not sell anything inside of Living Bethlehem, this would be a place to have those types of vendors that are within the meaning of Living Bethlehem, but at the same time not to take Living Bethlehem and degrade it to make it commercial. From a public standpoint, I'm very pleased, again, that we put this tremendous meaning of Christmas and bring it to life for the Livermore community, but now it's obviously way beyond the Livermore community. that people will be moved by this. That in some sense, this happening within 10 days or less of Christmas, that people's Christmas will be uplifted as well. Our team goes with that. As one member of our team has said, if we can change one life, if there's one person that walks through Living Bethlehem and their life is touched, and maybe it's a person who is contemplating taking their own life, or maybe it's a person who is suffering loneliness but finds a respite from all of that, then we've done our job.